You do the tattoos there, do you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I have an idea for a tattoo, right? It's basically this fella smoking a fag. Do you know Muckle? Do you remember Muckle at all? It might be a bit before your day now. He's a bald lad with a little Jack Russell named Bruno. He used to hang around up in Red Square. See, I may as well tell you what it is basically I want to get a mural, right? With all these Waterford legends across my back. It's a tribute to legends of the town, like. But I can only afford it in installments. So Muckle's first. Now ideally, I want him leaning up against the wall, right, just smoking a fag, and as he's blowing the smoke out of his lungs, the smoke is spelling the words Muckle in the air, you know? I mean, I don't know now if that's going to be too complex or...
No, we should be able to manage that for you, yeah.
Yeah, and eventually then I want to add to it, and I want to put the likes of Elvis, Shammy, My Town, How Do, and that little lady with the lilac coat and the hat that goes around rooting in the bins. I want her on there as well, you know. Do you know that fella with the dreadlocks who looks like a grey aged version of Mick Hucknall from Simply Red? He walks around the town with his hands behind his back like. There's him, and then there was another fella as well called Tenpence Foley. Jeez, you'd meet this fella everywhere, like, you know, Sully's, Pot Black, you name it, and he was there looking for tenpence off you. Now the Mick Hucknall guy, he's basically given a leapfrog type of a boost to My Town, who in turn himself, My Town, is smashing a question mark block from Mario, a little hat on him. Now meanwhile, right, Shammy is swinging from the steeple of the clock tower on an Indiana Jones type whip, as How Do speeds alongside him in a Nazi uniform on a hoverbike, right? Now, I have all these sketches out now, but obviously, like, I need someone with a steady enough hand to do it justice. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Oh, yeah, I do, of course, yeah. It's important to get it right, like.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
With it yourself, like.
Yeah. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more difficult, right? Muckle is on a jetpack, right? And he had the Russell Bruno in one of them slings across his chest, like the African women carry the babies in, right? Do you know the ones?
Yeah, I know.
And he's fighting the Mick Hucknall guy in mid-air. Except the Mick Hucknall guy is just after turning into one of them dreadlock boys from the Matrix Reloaded, you know? But he's wearing a Spider-Man suit as well, like.
Sorry, a Spider-Man suit? Is that the black suit, like the Venom suit, or just the regular one?
Sure, 'tis up to yourselves, really. I mean, I wouldn't be that fussy either, like, you know?
No bother.
Yeah, so... Anyway, where was I? Sorry. Yeah, your man have a slash hook out for Muckle, right? And the sidebar then explains how he spent 5 years fashioning this vicious hook out of his own fillings and bits off the Metal Man to avenge an umbrella that Muckle snatched off him during the great Christmas Eve storm of '96, barely escaping the fall of the big Earl's Court tree as he whisked himself to safety like Maggie Poppins. Now, I don't want that section to take up too much room either, like it's more of a prologue, you know. And I don't want to distract away from the core message of the imagery either, like, do you get me?
I do, yeah.
Now here's the big catch. Everything that I've just described to you above there has to be contained as a mere reflection in the eyeball of Toddy as he emerges from the Tramore ghost train. And the other side of Toddy's face is torn away to expose a metal endoskeleton from Terminator. And John Milan is busting the head off it with a shovel. Now obviously, like, we'd have to incorporate subtle differences to avoid copyright issues, like they did in the pound shop with the figures years ago, you know, but in a nutshell, that's basically it, like.
Yeah, geez, I don't know, man. It sounds like you got a lot going on there. Like, might be a bit...
Well, here, listen, look, if it's too big a job for you, then, you know, to take on, then sure, like...
No, I'm not saying that either now. Just between the preliminary sketch work and the tattoo itself, you'd easily be up to about 1,500, like.
1,500, that's no bother at all. Tell me this, would you take payment in bangers, would you?